Hey, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new here, and thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. And we have Not For You as today's Oracle message. Um, Not For You can really at first seem very discouraging. Like in the picture on the card, in the image, if you can see, there's a chessboard and a fortune cookie. And I feel like a lot of times, because the fortune cookie says, nope. And a lot of times we are strategically going after something and trying desperately to pull it into our lives. And it wasn't meant for us. And when something is not meant for us, it's a protection. We may think that that is the thing that is going to make us happy, fulfilled, everything else, but the universe knows better. And it's like, no, no, it's not yours. But in our mind, in our heart, we are really truly thinking this is the thing. And when we have just locked onto a specific item, person, event, situation, we have kind of closed the door to other opportunities or possibilities. And that's one of the things when we talk about manifestation is you want to focus on like what you want to experience, how you want to feel, more than you focus on a specific item, person, outcome, event. So if you want to experience love and you have pinned that as a person outside of you, you are hell bent on making that work. If you want to experience love and ask the universe to show you how to bring that into your life, and you focus on how you want to feel, you may find that you're guided to be better to yourself. And while doing that, when you create that love for yourself, you draw in the right person. So many times we focus outside of ourselves on what we want to have, when truly so much of it is about how we are treating ourselves, how we are perceiving our environment, how we are doing stuff. We are always the biggest problem. We are our own worst problem when it comes to creating the life that we want. And the not for you part. How many of you, me included, me too, have just, I know if I can get this job, if I can move to this place, if I could have this car, we think that then life will be better. This is the problem. This is the problem. I need to do this to fix it. And at the end of the day, almost always, the spotlight comes out and is shown on what part of you was fucked up that was creating the problem that you tried to fix with a person, a job, a new house, because the problem never was where you lived or the people around you or what you had or didn't have. It was you. Yeah, I'm calling myself out here too. Absolutely. Because our perspective is our reality. And if we believe that the reason we're unhappy is because we don't live in that house, then we aren't looking inside of us as to why we're not satisfied where we're at or with what we already have, or what makes us think that in order to achieve the happiness we desire, we need that house. Because I guarantee you, if you don't look inside yourself, you're going to go live in that house and be just as unhappy. Our discontent primarily comes from within. And even if it's a matter of being in an environment that makes you unhappy, or situation that makes you unhappy, there's something that's triggering a part of you that you have not addressed, that you see the problem is out there when you really could go in here and find out what's the underlying source of what's happening. Uh, and again, perception is reality. If we believe that all of our problems are outside of us, then that's where we're going to look to fix them, is outside of us. And it is so easy to rationalize things, and we bullshit ourselves. Not intentionally. It's not even intentional. It's just we get this deep seated belief that if that was not there, this would not be a problem. Or if I just didn't live in this shitty house and I could move in over there, I'd be happy. And really, at the end of the day, you probably wouldn't be. When we keep having recurring issues, no matter what changes outside of us, then it is time to look inside. And instead of being strategic, trying to push for that fortune cookie that says, nope, we need to look at our chess game, because our target that we've acquired as the thing that we want to make us happy, when we're told no, it's not for us, there is probably something within us that we need to address, that we need to become aware of. And usually it's before we wreck ourselves. And that's a hard truth to swallow. We don't like to be the source of our problems, right? It's so much easier if someone else is the reason that there's a problem. Well, it's their fault. But when you're looking in the mirror, well, it's their fault. It doesn't feel as good. Um, and I talked a little bit on Monday about actual biological issues with the brain and how that can truly skew your perception of reality. Um, but even if you are prone to depression, or, there are so many things that can be going on within us that we are not aware of, because that has become our normal, the place from which we're operating. If you've spent years in a state of depression, you don't even know you're depressed anymore. You just think that's what life is and that's how it goes. And so that's your perception of reality. And so having that ability to really step outside of ourselves and look at the big picture and look at recurring patterns. And if something keeps coming up, no matter who's involved, no matter what the situation is, if it keeps happening, it is probably a you problem. And until you correct that issue, the things that you want to feel and experience, we're talking about manifestation, unfortunately, the universe, God, source, whatever you believe in as the higher power, will stop us from getting the thing we desire, because we'll screw it up. Until we fix that thing within us, whatever that thing is that we desire is not for us. So when you are looking at all these things that you want and nothing seems to be coming together, and is there something in you that is either self-sabotaging or that is a trait or habit, if you were to achieve this thing, you would mess it up. You may have met your soulmate. However, the higher power knows that until you fix this thing within you, you're going to jack it up. And you can't jack up the soulmate connection because that's destined for you, but you got to fix some stuff inside you before you can have it, or they're going to hate you because you got issues. Same with the house that you really want. Maybe it's been a matter of you've had inconsistent work history. And if you get this dream house that's destined to be yours as a reward from the universe, your inconsistent income is going to jack it up for you and you're going to lose it. So, again, when something isn't for us, it may just be a timing thing. It's not a reason to be depressed or give up or whatever. It's just like not yet. And generally that's because of something we need to address or correct in ourselves. Or oddly enough, a lot of times, at least in my experience, the thing that I think I want, when I go back and do the inner work, I realize that, wow, I don't even want that anymore. Like that's not even important to me now. Like, why was I so focused on that? Have you ever had that happen where you're so determined that this is where you want to go, and then things change, time passes, you grow, and you come back and look at it and go, think about an ex. Okay, that's generally a really good way to point that out, is someone that at one point in your life you thought, oh wow, I gotta have that, and now you're like, what in the hell was I thinking? Did I hate myself at that stage in my life? So sometimes things are not for us for our protection. Sometimes things are not for us yet, because also for our protection, so that we don't get this thing that we truly want and then completely destroy it through something that we need to work on and grow into to be able to maintain that thing that we want. So if you're frustrated right now about not feeling like you're making progress, not feeling like the things you want are coming through, take a step back, go big picture. Are there patterns where you've done this in the past where things haven't worked out because of something? And what is that thing? That may be the one thing that's standing between you and the thing you desire. Are you in a position where you believe that you're going to feel better if you get this material thing, this relationship, this find a way to feel better where you are? Because if there's something going on inside you where you're unhappy, unsettled, unfulfilled, then that probably needs to be addressed first, and find out what that thing is, what is lacking, what needs to be uh, grown. Is there a habit that you have that is going to sabotage future success? Do you need to work on your self-discipline, your routines, your finances, your emotions? Like, is there some part of your life that has consistently shown up as a sabotage to the things you try to acquire or achieve? And if so, really dig deep into that. What's behind that? What pattern have you established? Do you get close to your goal and give up? Do you overinvest in something before it really shows promise? We all have different things that we do to screw ourselves over that comes from our subconscious mind. And until we figure those things out, we're just not getting things to come together the way we want. And as frustrating as that can be, when we go back and find the root of the problem, address it, resolve it, all of a sudden we can move forward in a way that we hadn't imagined possible. So if it's not for you right now, that doesn't mean it's never for you. And if it's not for you at all, that means there's something better for you. But while you're in this place of limbo, and you haven't quite gotten to where you want to be, you're further along than you were, really look at the situation, look at, how am I contributing to my own inability to achieve the things that I want? Is there an underlying issue that's holding me back, and how can I resolve it? And the first step is to identify it and then look into, again, there's information everywhere. Why is this happening? If it's an emotional, mental uh, process going on, again, get checked out. Some of this stuff is not just behavioral, where you're just not making good choices, or there may be something biologically not going well in your body. And the not for you could be the universe going, hey, you got something going on. And we get so detached from our bodies because we're so busy in the day to day, and we spend so much time in our mind that we can disregard the body or rationalize where it's coming from and think, oh, it's just stress or it's just, whatever. But really, we're actually coming into Taurus season, which is an earth sign. It's very much about being in the body and being connected to um, the body being connected to the earth. So, energetically, you may be in a place where you're being asked to look at how you're treating your body and how that's impacting the rest of your day to day. Or there may be something, obviously, I'm not a medical professional, so it's not medical advice, just general advice that pause for a moment, really take stock of your body, your energy levels, figure out if there's something going on with your body chemistry, with the way you've treated your body that is creating other places in your life that you're not able to do the things you need to do. If you can't find an actual, like, not enough sleep, eating McDonald's every day, get some blood work done, get some testing done, make sure everything's working right, because that stuff sneaks up on us too. So I hope this helps, and know that as long as we keep addressing these things as they come up, stay aware, try not to project, try to really take an objective view of any behavior patterns. The thing that you want is, it wants you. We have things that we are destined to have that are meant for us. And so if it's not for you right now, that just means that you got to figure out what's in the way of it. Don't give up. Just accept that, okay, there's something else I need to do to make this happen. And focus on how you want to feel, not that specific house. You don't know. That house may have termites. You don't know. Focus on, I want a house where I feel like this. I want a relationship where I feel like this. And when you focus on that feeling, that's when it really, you get the thing that you need. So I hope this helps, and I will talk to you soon.